Hello class, a very pleasant morning to all of you. Today, I Richa Parekh am here to further continue with the subject of social science for the students of class 8th. My dear students, during the previous lecture, we started the topic Indian National Congress in the initial stages. So let's see the further part of this topic. The Indian National Congress passed many resolutions such as the expansion of Legislative Council and keep 50% of its elected representative in the central and the regional level. The parliament should be more answerable and transparent to the regional assemblies. Due to the demand of Indian National Congress, the British government granted more freedom to press and granted more personal liberty and freedom of speech to the people of India. So, when Indian National Congress was established, the British government thought that the people of India have started revoluting, and hence they need to in order to fulfill their demands, they need to give some kind of liberty to the people of India. So, when Indian National Congress was established, the resolutions such as the expansion of the Legislative Council and also keeping 50% of the elected representative at the central and the regional level should be Indians. The Parliament which was elected should be more answerable and transparent to the regional assemblies. That means the provided questions should be answered and the problems should be solved at the regional level. Due to the demand of the Indian National Congress, the Britishers granted more freedom to press. That means they can more freedom which is given for the press. That means they can write the articles for the same, and granted more personal liberty and freedom of speech to the people of India. The National Congress inspired many educated youths and fostered nationalism in the educated class. As a result, many capable and the potential leaders joined this organization, and hence, as this freedom were granted to the people of India, the Indian National Congress encouraged the educated youths, and hence the feeling of nationalism was fostered in the educated class. That means it was developed in the educated class, and as a result, many capable leaders started joining this organization. The very next topic is the policy of divide and rule. The policy of divide and rule, my dear students, is what you people know since previous classes. So, the name of the policy itself describes divide and rule. In the initial support by the British government to the Indian National Congress soon turned into hostility. The British official used to attend the sessions of Indian National Congress, but later on the government banned the practice. The governor, Lord Curzon, took certain steps against the interest of the national integrity and ignored the opinions of Indians. He partitioned Bengal in 1905 century era as the part of his policy of divide and rule. So what was the policy of divide and rule? Initially, in the initial support in the starting stages, the British government supported Indian National Congress, but soon it turned to be a kind of bad practices of the British government, and hence when the officials used to attend the session of Indian National Congress, the British government later banned these practices, and hence Lord Curzon, Lord Curzon, who was the Governor General, took the policy of divide and rule in his stakes, and the policy of divide and rule was implemented, which was against the national integrity and ignored the opinions of Indians, and hence the Bengal was partitioned in 1905 century era as the policy by his policy of divide and rule. Bengal was the biggest province of the British India. It included certain parts of Bihar and Orissa with the population of more than 7 crores 80 lakhs. It was necessary to divide Bengal since the administration of such a big province was becoming difficult. So, how the partition of Bengal took place? As Bengal was one of the biggest states of British India, it included certain parts of Bihar and also of Orissa. It had the population of more than 7 crores and 80 lakhs. So the administration of such a big area was becoming very difficult, and hence it was necessary to divide Bengal. Instead of removing Instead of removing the parts of Bihar and Orissa, eastern Bengal with the majority of Muslim population was separated from it. Bengal was the most active province in the nationalist activities at that time. The main intention of Lord Curzon was to promote communal differences between Hindus and Muslims by this action and thus weaken the momentum of the political awakening among the people. And instead, as the Bengal was the biggest provinces of that time, instead of dividing Bengal and Orissa, Lord Curzon took the policy of divide and rule and divided East Bengal, in which majority of the Muslim population was separated, and hence the communal differences were created by them between among Hindus and Muslims, so that the political awakening, the people, those who were becoming nationalists and they were becoming politically aware, was weakened by this activity. National leaders and the common people understood the intention behind the partition and opposed it intensively. And hence, the national leaders came to know about this policy, and this was the main reason why the people opposed this aggressively and intensely. My dear students, here we are at the end of this video. In the next class, we will continue with the further part of the chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.